Hello students, welcome back to my channel Royal World. Before I start the class, make sure you like, share, subscribe and hit the bell icon to notify you with new videos. And now, fine then, till now we have completed the HTML tags, and from now on let us start with Cascade style sheet, that is CSS. So basically this Cascade style sheet is we are using to give the styles for our created web pages. In previous classes we had created two files, that is two web pages, basic.html and second.html. So from now on let us create a new pages. Let's assume that we are creating a website having 5 web pages: about, home, about, services, gallery and contact. Okay, so let me open a new file. I just go to file and new. So let me save this on our working folder. We have working folder on my desktop. So on desktop within HTML course, yes, this is my working folder. So here I'll save it as home.html, right? Since I'm creating a home page, I have saved the file name as home.html. Fine then. So before we start with the CSS, I would like to tell you that we have three kinds of CSS: inline CSS, internal CSS and external CSS. Inline CSS is nothing but on the same HTML tagline we are using the styling attributes, whereas in internal CSS we are using the styles in header part. Whereas in external CSS we are creating a separate external pages for CSS stylings, and we are interlinking HTML page and the CSS page. Okay, so as usual I'll be using internal CSS. Let me start with HTML structure first. So we have created the HTML. Within that we do have two parts, that is head and body, isn't it? So we have learned this in very first class, and I give the title as, since this is my home page, I just give the title as home page itself. Fine. So to give the HTML to give the CSS, we need to open a paired tag called style. So in between this particular tag, style tag, we are going to give the CSS fonts, attributes. Okay, fine then. So for an example, let me give one heading, that is welcome to CSS class. Okay, I just save this. Let me execute this file. Where is it? Under HTML course we have created home.html, right? So I just open this. So we do have opened home.html page, and the title we have given as home page. Within h1 tag we have used welcome to CSS class, right? So to change the color of this font, we are going to use CSS. Okay, how we are going to use CSS? We can directly use h1, open flower braces, and we need to give the color as color colon any color you would like to give. Let me give red. Okay, and then we need to close the flower braces. I just save this and I'll execute. Yes, the color black we had, right? The font colors, it has been changed into red color. So the same way we can give the stylings here. So we have one more session called div classes. Okay, we are creating a division for particular sessions, and we can also call that particular division class, and we can give the styling parts. Okay, so how should we do that? That is simple. See, here we have created h1, right? So let me create another h1. Okay, let me give somewhat like welcome to HTML and CSS class. Okay, let it be this. So both the lines have come on red color because we have taken this tag name directly here and we have called as color equals, that is color we are going to give red color, isn't it? So if I want to give different colors to different lines, in that case what we need to do, we need to create a division, right? We need to call a division called div space, we need to assign a class name, class equals, within double quotes we can give any class name. This is not mandatory that we need to give this particular class name, we can give any our class names. So let me take as, since I am using for demo, let me use it as demo. Okay, and I'll be closing the div class after the particular h1 tag which I would like to give the styles separately, isn't it? So what I have done here is, here I have created a demo class called demo and using the division tag. Inside this division I have given one h1 tag as welcome to html.css, right? So here what I'll do, I just call the class dot demo. See here you need to give attention, like whenever we are calling the tags directly we can call the tag name, but when we are used to call the division class we need to start with dot. Okay, so I am calling here the division class called demo, so dot demo, open and close the flower braces. Within this I'll give the color colon green. Okay, and every attribute has to be end with semicolon. I just save this and execute it. Still it is not working because we have given demo, like we have called this demo class and we have given the color equals green, but separately we have called h1 tag, right? So it is considering this h1 and this, right? We can call here space h1. So what it is means is h1 tag which is inside the demo class. Okay, h1 tag which is inside the demo class, for that particular h1 tag we are giving this color equals, font color equals green. Let me try this. Yes, this is working fine. So what we did here, we have created a division class, and for that division class we have called separately. And how we are calling inside the style tag, first we are calling the division class, that is dot demo, and then the particular tag name which we would like to give the stylings, isn't it? The same way we can give background also, background color. So whenever we do have 2 or 3 words we need to separate it with the help of hyphen. Okay, so I just give the background color as yellow, save and execute, check. See, this is our background color, we have given yellow, right? This is how you can give the background color. So if I would like to give the spacing, we can give spacing in 2 ways, that is padding and margin. So padding is nothing but we are going to have the space inside this. Okay, when we are giving the margin it will take outer. Let me give the demo for you, like padding colon, let me take 50 pixel. Okay, I just save this. You can see the changes here. See, 50 pixel it took from the left, it took from right, it took from top and bottom as well. Okay, whereas on margin colon 50 pixel, the same size I gave here, I just saved and executed, and now you can see when I gave the padding it took inside, right? When I gave the margin it took outer layer. Got it? So don't get confused. Margin we are going to give the space outer. For internally giving the space we are going to give padding, and this is not mandatory that we need to give padding or margin only. And as well when we are using margin or padding specifically, it will occupy all both four sides, like top, bottom, right and left. If you want to give any one particular thing, like let me give that padding to the only for left side. Okay, so now what happens, it will occupy only left side, top, bottom and right, it remains the previous one. See, it took only from left. If I give it is like 150 pixel, you will get to know again. See, $150 I have given here, and let me refresh. See, it took only from left. I have not taken from top, bottom and right. The same way you can give for the margin. For which corner you would like to give the margins or padding, you can give specifically for that particular portion. Okay. The same way we can also give the background as image or color, anything. So to give the background, to give complete background for body, we can call directly body. So body is not a class name, so we are calling a tag here, that is body. So we don't need to start with dot, we can directly call as body. Okay, so for body we can give the background color, background color colon, let me give any color. Okay, I give aqua. I just save this and I'll execute. This is our output page. Yes, the complete area have become aqua color, right? This is how we can give the body background color also. The same way the same way we can also give image for background. So let me take out this color. Instead of this, I just use image colon, I use URL. URL is nothing but uniform resource locator URL, and then I need to give the image path within double quotes, right? So where are we save the images? We have saved the images on our working folder, isn't it? See, this is our working folder we have on desktop, that is HTML course. Inside this HTML course we have home.html page which we are working, right? So this is our working folder, but images I have saved inside one more folder I have called, that is the name images, and then inside these images I have a two images, right? So what I need to do here is I need to give the folder name first, images / and then I need to give the file name. Okay, so file name is nothing but image name. So if I would like to insert this particular image, then always prefer that copy and paste the image name. Okay, so I just copied and pasted here, and then we need to give the extension. How to check the extension? Right click and go to properties, you will get it here, .jpg. So you can give .jpg, right? So this is how we have given the image path here, and then we need to close this with semicolons, saved and executing. See, this is how we can give the image background. Okay, and now you can see here we have given only one image, but the same image have been repeated many times. So in this case we can also give only once the image name, like image, particular image for to be displayed only once, and then we can cover it to the entire space. Okay, so how we should do that? We should call as background repeat colon, we need to call as no repeat. Okay, background repeat colon no repeat. I just saved this. So the same image have been repeated many times, so I am telling that should not repeat it. Okay, so it will appear only once. Got it? And see here in output page we have a very small background image, right? So if you would like to cover the complete area, then as I told you, we have the properties like background, we need to resize it, right? So background size colon, we have cover, so it will cover the entire area. See, it covers the entire area. This is how you can give the background any image, and you can give the properties like if your image is very small image and it is getting repeated, then you can give the attribute called background repeat as no repeat. And if you would like to cover a small image into your entire area as I have covered here, then we can use this attribute as background size colon cover. Fine, then now let's continue with creating a blocks. So to create the blocks we can use div classes. So div space class equals, within double quotes I just call as block1. okay, within this div class we can give any content. Let me give for reference like this is block1. okay, fine then. So I just give one more div class equals, within double quotes I'll call this as block2, right? So for this I give the reference text within h1 tag, that is this is block2. okay, let me save and execute it. See, this is block1 and this is block2, but we don't know how much area this block1 have covered and how much area this block2 have been covered, right? So simply what we can do here is, let us give some block area like let me call block1. See, I am using dot here because I am calling the div class name. So block name, for this block name I just give the size as width, let it be 40%. okay, it is my preference that whenever you are going to give the size in width, then always you give in kind of percentage. okay, so if you are giving 40%, then it will cover from here to 40%. okay, but when you are giving height, then always prefer giving in pixels. okay, so width I have given, then let me give height as 500 pixel. okay, saved and execute. So this have been taken, but where is our block2? Here it is. Till here we have the block1 area, right? But we are not getting what is exactly the area we have got for block1, right? So for more clarification, let us give background color for this block1 as anything red. Let me give red. okay, sorry, we have the content color as red, right? Let me give this as white, so it will be clearly visible to you. See, this is how much we have block1 area. Width 40% have taken and height 500 pixel from here to here, right? So the same way we can give block2 area also dot block2. Why I'm using block dot? Because we are calling div class. So let me give width colon, again I'll use 40% and height equals, let me give the same size 500 pixel, and background color let me give green. Fine, saved and executed. See, this is our second block. So if you would like to call this block2 next to this block1, right, in that case what we can do, we can use two attributes, that is display like a table and float left, and fix the next block towards left side. Okay, so what we can do here, the same I copied and I pasted here for block 2, and I'm executing. See, the below block 2 what we were getting, that have been come to next to block 1, right? So I have used the property called display table colon float left. If in case, see again, I have used 40% this and 40% for block 2, right? So we do have 20% here. Let me divide this 20% as 8% I give the margin towards left side, I give margin towards right side 8%, so 4% I give the margin in between. So whenever we are giving the space out in outer layer, in that particular time we need to use margin, right? So let me give for block 1 I need 8%, right? So margin I need from left side, so margin left 8%. See, 8% we got here, and by here 12% we have by default, that is 8 plus 40, 48 plus 40, 88, and 12% here we have. So I just give for block 2 margin left 4%, because I just need 4% from here, so that 48 plus 4 52 plus 40 92 plus 8, it will be in a equal division. Okay, so 4% in margin left 4%, right? So here I had missed something, like instead of semicolon I had given colon. Let me check the output now. Yes, so 8% we have given margin towards left side, and then 40% one block we do have, and then 4% margin we do have in between, and again 40% another block I have created, and by default 8% margin, the remaining percentage of margin is left out. Okay, this is how you can create n number of blocks n number of times and in any size you would like to have. So this is what for today. Let us continue the complete web pages creation by next sessions. As I told you early in the beginning of the session, like we are going to create 5 pages, a complete web page with the 5 page name as home page, about page, gallery page, contact page, and services page. These are the 5 pages we are going to create. Okay, so from next class let us directly start with home page. So right here I'll stop the class for today, and this is about the basic attributes or properties we are getting in CSS. Okay, using all these properties and many more properties we are going to create the web pages. Thank you. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and hit the bell icon to notify you with new upcoming classes. Thank you.